Ooh. I was trying to because they take a thumbnail picture before you go live. So like I was trying to like take that hit, just for the thumbnail, but like it ended up fucking killing me. I fucking love the taste of wax. It tastes so good. Like one of those smoking gun things. Bro, I be getting high as fuck on this shit. Yeah. It feels, so I'll be uploading a video as well. Because I meant to upload this video before I even went to work today, but like I never had time. So like I'm gonna upload a video. Because really the only thing on my channel for like the past couple weeks is really just live streams. But like whatever. It's a shit ton of content. My mindset's been weird. But like going through life bumps, I'm learning. Sometimes I forget that I'm young as shit. Like sometimes I generally forget that I'm only 26 years old. And to a lot of people out there, that sounds like a kid still. To some people, it sounds like, bro, you old as shit. You're 26. To some people, it's like you're 26. You're still a kid. And I feel like I'm in the middle of being a kid and being grown. Because I generally feel like I'm slowly becoming the man I was meant to be. And it's fucking beautiful. But it's horrible. Because you got to go through so much horrifying, terrifying, traumatic bullshit just to become the person you were meant to be. Because all that horrifying, terrible bullshit just turns you into the person you're meant to be. Like, it's crazy. It's kind of shitty, but it's the way the world works. What's so funny about the world, though, is it's like, yeah, there's a lot funny, I guess. But I'm going to hit the bong as soon as I can fucking find a lighter. Because I haven't smoked. So me taking this, so like y'all might think I smoke a shit ton of weed, and I guess I do compared to what I used to. But realistically, I haven't smoked since 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's now 11 o'clock at night. So it's like me taking the hit out of this was like basically it was the only time I smoked when I got to work, or I took a hit out of this when I got to work. So like about 10 o'clock, I took a hit out of this. Now, that was my first hit since 2. So it's like I really don't smoke that often, but I do. Bringing this to work today, and the shit was dead. I was so mad because I packed it, make sure it was filled with shatter, made sure it was fucking nice, but it was dead. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Now, after I got high as shit off that pen, it's time to hit the bong. Let's see. I just want to play something. I guess I'll play my beat, one of my beats. So I'm probably going to start selling beats as well. Like I've decided I'm just going to start doing that. Just so much shit, because why the fuck not? But like I'm going to start selling my beats because like I make beats and I'm just sitting on them. So I might as well like save the ones I want for my album and like sell the others. Because like this shit might be loud as fuck. Come on. Computer's running slow. Probably because I'm live streaming. But yeah. This is a beat I made. Oh, shit. What's good, Pippi Longstock? My bad, I don't know if you guys can see me doing all this shit. It's because the computer's a touchscreen, so I'm like... Eventually I wanted to rap on this beat, but like... It's hard for me to rap on my beats because the tempos I tend to make beats on. Should I like that? What's going on, Dracula? What the fuck? What's going on, everybody? So, I'm gonna be doing this live stream. And after this live stream, I don't know if you guys know the YouTuber DMT Infinity, but if you don't know DMT Infinity, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He has a psychedelic YouTube channel. But DMT Infinity is live streaming like after this, in a sense. Like when he's about to go live, he's gonna let me know. And I'm gonna go in the chat room in his live stream. So if y'all want to come join me after this, that'd be dope. We can all like join in his live stream and be in the chat and Official Zach System VA. What's up, man? What's going on, bro? Woo. Now, I'm usually not one to milk for the likes now, but 7 people in here, can I at least get like 2 likes? All I'm asking is 2 likes. 2 thumbs up. That's it. I ain't worried about nothing else besides just 2. See, there you go. 2 thumbs up. I'm happy as fuck now. Woo. I fucking love making beats. What's going on, Joe? Shit has me dying. Fuck. Joe says, how you holding up with Rona season in isolation and that, bro? Well, it's been kind of rough. You know, I went through relationship issues and breakup. But in a sense, I got a job. As soon as this quarantine happened, as soon as Corona happened, my ass got a job. So, like, at least I have a job now. Before this Corona thing happened, I was in a really bad life situation. I tend to keep repeating that life situation and me being in a bad life situation because I wasn't getting the lesson. But now I feel like after this Corona thing happened, it allowed me to get the fucking lesson. Because it didn't really affect my life necessarily that much. Like, I feel like I'm outside more now than I was before because I didn't have a job before. And I'm a really secluded loner type of guy, which I want to break out of. Like, I had this habit of even my physical friends that are like probably I don't know, 6 to 8 blocks away, right? I could walk to their house right now. I don't, I haven't seen them in like a couple months or so, like before the quarantine happened. Like, but like, I don't know, so I'm really like I like to isolate myself anyways, and it's not really a good trait I have, but it's just who I've always been. Maybe it's because I was an only child, like growing up as a kid. So like, um, but yeah, so it didn't really affect much. I still kind of live a similar life besides I work. Now I'm single for the first time, and basically, like I basically haven't been single since high school, and I'm 26 years old. Like I basically haven't been like basically like I've kind of like I was there's like 2 week spans where I was single maybe, and like but like now it's weird. But it's something I gotta get. It's something I'm getting used to, and it's something I'm learning to understand. And that this quarantine thing gives me time alone to get to know myself, to fall back in love with myself. To like right now, to be honest, I am in the best shape of my life, like muscular wise, abs wise. Like I'm getting abs. Like my arms are bigger than they ever have been, in muscle wise, and they're harder. And like just that's what this quarantine is doing to me. It's hardening me. It's it's teaching me hard lessons. I learned lessons about love that thought I didn't have to learn. I learned lessons about like myself, and I learned that even though I hate working a job, I have a job, right? And I learned that I can self-sustain. Like I'm self-sustained right now. Like in a sense, like my bills aren't fully caught up, but they will be in a couple weeks. Give me a couple weeks, and I guarantee my bills will be fully caught up. Give me maybe 6 months max, a year, and my credit score will be back to where I need it to be, where I can get the loans I need for my businesses and the loans I need for like a car and things like this. Like, I just have this thing where like that's what this quarantine is doing. All it's doing is making me realize that I need to spend more time alone anyways. I think people are bugging about the quarantine though. That like I see a lot of people on Facebook talking about how they can't go out to drink. Well, then a lot of people are just drinking at home, right? It's like I think people should take this time to meditate, to get to know themselves again, to find out what really what are you interested in? What do you want to do with your life? Like understand life might be different forever now, right? This shit might fuck the way we've been living life for a while now, and it might change that. But besides that, it doesn't really matter, right? We'll get through. I think that we'll get through with whatever the fuck's going on here with this quarantine, and you can deal with it with whatever way you deal with it. But I think dealing with it in a productive way that makes you better, stronger, wiser, smarter, I think that's the better, option. For me, I learned that, to be honest with you, quarantine taught me a lot about my life. Like, um, I like how Pippi Longstocking, because I just caught out the corner of my eye, hardening us like prison time. Yeah, this quarantine is basically. Now, I was locked up as a kid, which maybe has a lot. I don't know, because I think when shit like that happens to you, because I was 14 and I got locked up. But I think so for being a year sent away from my home, 30 days maximum secure. The rest was like in a group home. But like after that, it affected me in the way I lived my life after I got out forever. Still to this day, like still to this day. The reason why I know I can sit in a room by myself for a while. Like I don't need that much entertainment. Like I can entertain myself with my own theories, ideas, and songs. I make beats. I sing. I rap. I like to make videos. I like to make documentaries. Like I just like to do a bunch of shit because when I was locked up in placement, I came out of placement with 6 or 7 full composition notebooks full of lyrics. Full of lyrics. And I was only locked up a year. But I was rapping when I was 14. And that's how I got through being locked up. So I think I'm just starting to analyze the way that I got through all the bullshit when I was locked up is the way that I'm going to get through the bullshit in the future. And it's the same way we get through the bullshit of today, right? You better yourself. That's the only thing, is you just better yourself. Just take the time to become better. And the more time we take to become better, the better we'll be. Because like I said, I'm literally in the best shape of my life physically. Right now, emotionally, I might not be in the best shape of my life right now emotionally, but give me a week. Give me 2. Give me 4. Give me 6. Give me 20, right? Give me time, and I guarantee I will be stronger, better, happier, and more loving than ever, right? I understand that life. See, I'm just a really open person. I'm not a YouTuber that only makes one type of video, that only shows one side. I want to show every side of me, because we all have this envisionment of the enlightened person, and it's probably not even a real idea. It's probably not real. Because you know, most people only record themselves in good times. Most people only write down their best ideas in their books. Most people only you're only getting their best version of themselves. I want to show you my worst version of myself, because I don't care about other people's judgment of me. Because I generally, like, there are videos that I will make soon in the future here that might make you look at me differently. That might make you say, "Oh man, bro, maybe you're not as much of a hippie as I thought." Well, that's because you believe in the word hippie. There's no such thing as these things. These are ideas that we try to categorize human beings in, but realistically, there's no such thing as an enlightened person. There's no such, like, Buddhist monks only are happy all the fucking time because they don't live in the real world. They live on top of a mountaintop, taken care of, basically. But we live in the real world, right? Where we have to pay for our bills. Where, like, the Buddhists, you know how they deal with this? Is the problem I have with the Buddhism and love situation. You know how Buddhism deals with heartbreak? They say, "Oh, fuck women. We don't ever want to have sex or deal with them." That's how they deal with heartbreak. They don't have sex. They don't even bother, because they don't want to feel like that pain of heartbreak sucks. But at the same time, I think that this world that we live in today, the Western world, it tries to mold us into this thing. But, like, man, I'm so high I forgot where I was going with that. But, like, let me tell you, some real shit though. So I ain't read shit in here. My bad, guys. I've just been high talking. Oh shit! I'm breaking shit. Gotta keep an eye on my phone, because when DMT Infinity goes live, guys, I'm gonna move over there, and I want y'all to move over the room. Okay. Official Zach system, for real, sure. Be there. Smoked a joint, little light up, like, but fuck yeah. I'm smoking weed, wax, well, weed and shatter, you know. Joe says, "Yeah, man, I just been through a rough breakup recently too, and I'm also trying to get up more and see more people in that. So you're not alone, my dude. Yo, I'm 20, and I haven't been single really since I was 14." Yeah, I'm 26. I haven't really been single since I was like 18. So, like, yeah, it's been a while. Dracula. The point is, so people won't go back to the way they were living. Hopefully, things will change. Joe says, "Yeah, man, I rate your outlook. You got this, my G." I appreciate that, bro. Official Zach system. Me too, man. I just got through a separation. It seems to be more difficult to socialize. I can relate. I myself am more of an isolated person. Now I'm off dating for a while, focusing on myself. Thanks. I kind of agree with you. Like, yeah. Joe says, "Can't be dating ATM anyways, bro. It's not a good time for being single." Is a good time to work on yourself, and that though. Right though. I don't know. It's just weird because, like, I've always had this weird thing with, I don't know, being single. But, like, It is what it is. Or just being alone in a sense, right? But like realizing that you're alone, but you're never alone, but you're always alone. Life is a fucking paradox. Yeah, Dirty Dan, you're fucking awesome. Dirty Dan says, Mark, it's time to become a pimp. JK. That's fucking funny. Nah. I was thinking, I'm just gonna focus on me, right? I'm gonna like I almost like my ego wanted to be like, yo, bro, you about to focus on some money, make that money shit, stack the fuck up. And like that was my ego in my head. But like my consciousness in my head was like something like that, but a little less stupid sounding. Like I feel like I should like, cause you know how you have that devil and the angel. I call it like consciousness and the ego, but it's like consciousness be like, nah, you should save your money, start your business, change your life. You know, make sure your great grandkids are good. Don't worry about like stacking that paper. Yes, stack that paper, but it's intentions. Money isn't bad. It's the reason why people want money is bad. That's the reason why it's bad, because the reason why they want it. You know, I don't care about showing off. I'm gonna dress probably the same way. Like in a sense, I like to dress in, somewhat like kind of dress shirts. Well, I used to back, before psychedelics. I've been trying to find like different psychedelic type dress shirts in a sense, because like I like color and patterns and beauty and like I'm one of those guys. I'm not scared to wear shirts with flowers on it and shit. You know, it's like because but like I want to do it with me, with my style. And I've been thinking like, okay, who am I? What type of clothes would I wear? Would I want to wear? And I started thinking, well, I don't even think about this type of shit because I don't give a fuck about how I look in a sense. Like in a sense, I generally don't care what I look like or what people think about me because I know what I think about me. You know, so it's like there's only a few people that's opinions really matter in my life, and that's the people that I genuinely love. But like I mean, everyone's opinion matters in a sense, but if somebody's like, if one of my loved ones is like basically saying, "Yo, bro, you look like a bum," then I might listen to that. Now, if somebody random says, "Yo, bro, you look like a bum," it goes in one and out the other. It doesn't even register that they're even really speaking in a sense, like because I'm not trying to hear. I don't hear nonsense from other people I don't know because they don't know me. But if it's somebody that generally knows me, it's a different thing, you know. If somebody that knows me is like, yo, bro, you fucking up. Like, you're really fucking up. Like, look at the, yeah. And like, whatever, trying to put me in my place. Then I listen. A lot of people don't like that shit. Now, I never, like, I like to get punched in the face, though. Like, so I like to get punched in the face of reality to the point where I'm told what it is. Because I think the problem is that so many people don't like to be told their flaws, but I love to be told my flaws. Like, if more of the people that know me generally in my personal life pointed out my flaws to me earlier, I'd be such a more better person so much sooner because, I would have grown. But the problem is people don't point your flaws out because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But I want people to hurt my feelings in a sense. I want people to like lay it down to me, keep it real because like it's the only way that I can become the me I was meant to be. Because there's so much about us that we can't see, and it's like, how often do you look at yourself? Like, and when you look at yourself, are you proud of yourself? Are you happy of the person that's staring back at you? Like, and it's like, no matter what goes on in my life, the reason why I'm good, the reason why I'm happy, even though shit gets fucked, is because at least I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the steps I've taken. I'm proud of where I am because right now I'm in the best financial situation. Like I've said this a bunch of times, but like in realist, it's real though. It's real that bullshit happens around me and this bullshit's happening, but good things are happening. I planted seeds that are starting to sprout now. Like I planted seeds months ago that are finally starting to sprout, and maybe in a year they'll become a fucking beautiful flower. Like who knows? But like one day, I want to be able to look back and say I'm proud, not say I wish or I should have. Because how many people are going to go back when they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and sit back and think, I should have did this. I could have did this. I wish I didn't do this. I wish this would have happened instead of this. I just want to sit back and say, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I tried all that crazy shit. I'm glad I fucking did this. I'm glad I did that. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the things I've made. The only thing I want to say I wish is I wish I had more time. But in the but that's it. More time to gain more experiences because that's what life's about. Gaining experiences. Like that's why I'm not bummed out. I'm bummed out about the breakup that I just went through. But in a sense, that's why I'm not really bummed out because it was a beautiful, magical experience that I will remember forever. Like I'll remember it forever. And that's like it took me last night to think, to genuinely think and be like, not like nothing lasts, but nothing is lost. Like that saying is so fucking real. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was one. I'm so high, I didn't even necessarily realize the same beat was on repeat. um, fuck yes. Dirty damn, I most definitely feel you. My thoughts been running crazy too. I'm also single still as of 1 day ago. Me too, as of 1 day ago, bro. It happened to us on the same day, bro. But you know, it is what it is. We're all growing. We're all learning. It made me realize though, the breakup made me realize I'm not as good of a person as I want to be or as I thought I was. Like that's why I ended it the way, or she ended it. But in a sense, the last thing I said to her was that, like, it was not like a fucking normal breakup that I've ever been in. Like, it was more like, because every breakup I've been in is screaming and shouting. This was like I'm glad I got to know you type shit, and I hope things work out for you. Like, because it's real. Like, shit, life is life is what it is. It's time to grow. It's time to grow the fuck up. It's time to face who I am. It's time to be the man I was meant to be. And I think we tend to run away from who we were meant to be. If you're running from anything, it better be running towards something. It better be running towards a goal, running towards something. Because if you're not running towards something, if you really truly analyze your life, you're most likely running away from something. And I'm running towards something. I'm running towards my dreams. I'm running towards what I was born to be, the man I was supposed to be, what I was supposed to do, who I was like. That's what I'm going towards. And no matter what happens in my life, good or bad, it always pushes me towards that. Always. Because it's my perspective. Like, fuck yeah. Life is about the process. Official Zach says what stuck with me is you said when life is all about the process. Official Zach says love is blind. I'm yet to feel it again. We're who we are. Breakups and sad are sad, but also turning over a new leaf. It's all about the process, you say. I think it is, because I think the problem is we're so focused on the destination. We want to find our soulmate. We want to get married. We want to start that business. We want to save that money. We want to do this. We want to do that. But in a sense, it's about enjoying what's here now. Because what's here now is if you get your goal at the end of your life, if you find what you're looking for, but you were miserable the whole time, what the fuck was the point? So I genuinely believe that the point of this is to figure out a way to be happy during the process, during the grind, during the hard times, during the bullshit. And then when you're hard during those, when you're happy during you find a way just to enjoy that shit, you can just enjoy the end of the road too, but it's enjoying the process. I enjoy the process so much. I understand that pain and suffering and bullshit and trauma that you go through in life is all just part of the process. So I gotta learn to enjoy that too. Because somewhere down the line, I don't know fucking how, I can't see it right now, but I know somewhere down the line, the pain will bring immense happiness. Somehow, somewhere down the line. These lessons, they're lessons for a reason. And if you get the lesson, you can apply that lesson to your life, and you will have a better life. Oh. What's going on, Geek Links? I appreciate it. He says, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good, bro. I guess I'm doing better. I feel like handling this much better than I thought I would. And I'm doing pretty damn good. Staying motivated. Being me. Refusing to be, I can't, you can't allow situations to make you forget who you are. Sometimes you will, but just try to find your way back. And that's what I've been trying to do. And that's what I've been doing. So, for some reason, I lost internet connection for a second. So, I don't know. It's saying that I can't connect to the chat. So, I'm going to try to connect to the chat on my phone. Come on, there it goes. Okay. There it goes. We're good. You know what's so crazy? Is it didn't register me as a view. Because right now I'm viewing the live because the live stream's not showing up on my computer. So I'm viewing it on the phone so I can see the chat on the. And even though I joined in, there was 8 viewers when I joined in, so there should be 9. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. And I also can see there's about a 3 to 5 second lag. See, that's the thing. I don't even want to mention it. I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm gonna make a video about 5G. Okay, and the video is gonna be a really descriptive video about 5G, the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly, because a lot of people only know about the scary things of 5G, but they don't realize that 5G could be a beautifully amazing technology that benefits the world if we can get past the side effects or the problems in it. It's just it's complicated because you can't have fully self-driving cars without 5G. You can't have, because right now the only reason this live stream is slightly lagging is because it is right now impossible for them to get a perfect exact live thing, because there's a 5 second lag, even though there's not a lag, because you can set a lag on it so like your live stream lags 30 seconds or whatever, so you have like 30 seconds to maybe catch up with the chat or something, but yeah. Okay, so Geeklink says, I take back what I said about DOA being whack. Finished both parts. Sad to hear it got canceled. I know. It's fucking bullshit, bro. Because the way the second one ended, it was perfect. It's fucking like finally they made it. Like, or at least dude made it. You know what I mean? And like she literally built up a team of people to travel dimensions with. Like what? Like, and then it gets canceled, which is fucking stupid. But if I was rich, swear to God, like not on no weird shit, but bro, if I was rich, I'd be like, yo, I'll pay to have this shit back on. Like, because I don't know. There's very few shows that I like. Very few like. I like deep shit. Like so much deep shit. Like Black Mirror is a really good one too. It's like each episode is slightly different, but like it's all like each episode is like about different people, but it's kind of about the same world in a sense. But it's about technology, the future of technology, and a lot of that shit is scarily accurate, and I can see a lot of that shit becoming scarily true, and it's fucking kind of scary, but I can see that shit. Especially the virtual reality thing where these motherfuckers just get the thing and they put it on their shit and then they just knock out into the world and it's fucking insane. Pippi Longstock, how many milligrams do you take when you eat edibles, Mark Dreams? I have no idea how many milligrams. Sometimes I take so I used to take an eighth of weed, right? I used to put an eighth of weed, and it was some really, really good weed. And I used to brew it in basically can of butter for like 4 hours, like in butter for like 4 hours, or sometimes coconut oil for 4 hours, but liquid coconut oil that doesn't harden. And I would mix it with like some tea, like maybe like some milk or something, like kind of mix it together and shake it up, maybe and like drink it like tea. And I used to do that almost every morning. There was a time where I would just do that every morning. This is like 2016 was probably the hardest I went with weed, in a sense where I had so much weed it was ridiculous. So like I would just make my own edibles all the time. But I don't live in a legal cannabis state. So therefore all the edibles I've ever had, I've either had to make or my friends made. I had CBD edibles, but those are different. I ate edibles on 420. I made it myself. I just put some milk on the stove and threw some wax in the shatter in the stove. Like, see, the thing is, that was probably a lot of. Now that you said milligrams. that was probably a lot of milligrams because if that wax is technically the pure THC, kind of, it's close enough. I probably threw like, I don't know, 0.2, worth of shatter on there. I don't know, maybe a 0.1 to 0.2, and then but I also threw like a gram or two of weed in there. So like, no, it was probably like 2 grams. It was definitely 2 because the grinder was full. So it was 2 grams of weed. So it was like, it was a pretty nice edible. But like, I love weed though. So like, and I used to smoke way more than I do now. Now I smoke more because it's like, well, why the fuck not? I mean, like, shit. I guess I smoke more now because now I can afford it. Whew. Ooh. Ooh. So once DMT Infinity messages me, I don't know when that's going to be, but we're going to switch to his live stream. I'm actually interested in hearing his trip report and interested in, like, I like being in other people's live streams as well. That's why lately I've been mad that I've been missing Icarus's live streams. Like, because, like, I really got into watching live streams from watching, like, Icarus's live streams. And y'all probably don't know who Tim Revids is, but he was in the Kratom community. Maybe y'all do. If any of you guys use Kratom, you probably do. But Tim Revids was, I was kind of really gotten live streams originally from watching his live streams and, like, joining, like, just being in the chat. And it was dope. Like, his live streams were really dope. The Kratom community. YouTube was fucking amazing in, like, 2016, 17. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, yeah. Adpocalypse and YouTube deleting channels and censorship and all this bullshit. That's what happened. But we were connecting. We were starting to connect more. You know what I really think scared them? The Kratom thing. I think the Kratom thing scared them. The fact that 150,000 people, or I think it was something like that. Yeah, I think it was like 150,000 people signed this petition or something like that, right, to keep Kratom legal. Like, how do you get that many people to agree on a plant that basically nobody even knew fucking existed? Like, it wasn't that popular of a plant, but still so many people saw, like, it was mind-blowing. But that's the thing. If censorship never happened, this would have continued. It would have continued until we just came so close to, like, it wouldn't have stunned the thing, because the thing that's trying to happen is we, the people, are generally trying to tell the government to back off what the fuck we put in our body. So substances, drugs, plants, whatever the fuck, mushrooms, psychedelics. You know, it's pushing and saying that we are in charge, not you. We make the rules, not you. But the problem is they're sneaky and they tend to sneak rules in without letting the people know about how much power they have. You know, we're not taught about how much power we have as the people, you know, but I'll go on a tangent about that shit. Dude Dan says, Mark, let's be single together, two halves coming together to make a whole. Fucking right. I guess it's just like being single is gonna be weird, but like I don't know. It's shitty. It's shitty because I genuinely still love the person. Like, how the fuck do you just shut off love like that? Like, I don't think that's possible. Not when things were good. Not when you genuinely, like, I don't know. It doesn't work that way. So it's like this weird situation where it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. But it's like, yo, here I am though. I'm not dead, which is fucking beautiful, right? It's beautiful. None of us are dead. That's fucking beautiful. That's a thing to be happy about, and I think people be forgetting that. The fact that you're breathing is amazing, and you should generally be happy about that. I don't know. It's yeah. Jesus, I'm way behind in the chat, guys. I'm high as shit. Dude, Dan says, dude, I think 5 grams can cause some kind of psychosis. 5 grams of weed. Geeklink says I've done 10 grams of AVB. AVB is already vaped bud, if I'm not mistaken. Mm. There is a psychosis to it, but very short term, only until the drug is out of your system, Geeklink says. Honestly, I don't know about psychosis from weed. Psychosis is based on person to person and what you would describe as a psychosis. Because, like, I have a friend that genuinely went into like a manic psychosis, like genuinely without drugs necessarily, but somewhat induced by drugs. But it's because he would do it without the drugs anyways, but the drugs can induce it. Um, so I would say that substances kind of just if psychedelic substances, including high doses of edible cannabis, can cause not necessarily a psychosis, but just it's just I think person dependent because I kind of had somewhat of a psycho, but I was doing a bunch of shit. I've been in a psychosis a few times, over the past over the past like 6 years of diving deep with psychedelics and things. I've had a couple moments in my life where I've noted where other people notice I was probably in a psychosis or I was probably a little out of it. Mine's a little tweaked. That's because when you're using substances, you change your mind changes. It doesn't matter what the fuck drug you're using. So if you're using cocaine every single day, right, then you eventually your personality will eventually change, and then as soon as you're off the cocaine, your personality will still be changed for a little bit, but eventually you'll be able to look back and see, oh shit, I was acting completely different. Well, you were in a psychosis in a sense. You were kind of your personality tweaked. The drug tweaked you, and like drugs have that effect, but so does food, so does love, so do heartbreaks, so do jobs, so do stressful moments. Like shit. Stressful moments can put people in a psychosis, let me tell you. Someone dying, like trauma, being kidnapped, like shit, like real fucking shit can put you in a psychosis. And this is just the world we live in. This is what we have to deal with, and it's all because the mind has the ability to just wink. Yeah, Ryzan says, much love, Dream Family. Hey, I like that term. I think you might have coined the term, bro. Geek Links. Maybe 5 grams does bring on psychosis, but maybe it's only relative to your location to a tower. Dirty Dan, 1,000 milligrams is just a gram of wax. Okay. I want to just. So I'm gonna be getting a shit ton of wax soon, right? And I'm just like thinking, I want to put. I want to eat a gram of wax. Like obviously I'm gonna heat the wax up first so I can, decarb the wax. So I'm gonna probably heat it up in the oven, on low for a little bit. Or I was trying to think of maybe I'll just melt it and just like I did with the milk. Maybe I'll just melt the gram of wax and some whole milk and brew that shit for on low for like a little bit, just so I know it's decarbed for like 2 hours or so, and then maybe add some chocolate syrup and make some chocolate cannabis milk and try it. because cannabis is oil and whole milk contains fat, it'll dissolve the cannabis wax. But like 1,000 milligrams is a gram in general, whether it be flour, concentrate, all of the above, even salts. So I wish I can get pure THC, like pure crystallized white crystalline. I mean, not DMT, but pure crystalline, THC. Like, because that would be awesome. But pure crystalline THC is fucking expensive as shit where I'm from. Like, it'd be really hard to get unless you're in illegal states. It's still expensive. Like just buying THCA. And like if I was just buying THCA, I'll literally just decarb the whole thing, because I see a lot of people trying to eat this shit, and I was thinking to myself, it's not gonna work. Like it'll work if you put it in food though. So I would just mix it in some water or something. If it's soluble in water, I'd mix it in the water that I use to bake a cake or something. Or like if I'm using some type of milk or something, I make a cake with it and make some really, 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 really potent fucking edibles with it. It's a weight, not a dosage. DMT Infinity, what's going on, bro? Oh yeah, I was getting over $500 worth of Kratom for free every single month just to review on my channel, and then my channel got deleted for 6 months, and by some miracle they gave it back to me. Yeah, the fact that I'm still alive is a miracle. LOL. Bro, it's crazy because like my channel was deleted. They weren't giving me my shit back, bro. They was like, fuck no. Every time I'd get my channel, like I got my channel back once. Like, and then I went and deleted like all the videos that I thought were in danger. But then I thought to myself, fuck, almost everything is in danger on my channel because all I do is talk about psychedelics. All I did back then, I was a lot more reckless with it. My trip reports were all on one channel, and that's the only reason why now there's two channels. A trip report channel and just what I would say a normal channel, a philosophy channel, where I basically just try to keep this just ideas, philosophy, life situations, life updates, things like that, documentaries. The Trip Report channel, I'm a little more daring. I back up the Trip Report channel a little more than I back up this one, like maybe like the videos. So like that's because I have more. The Trip Report channel is more likely to get deleted. So like official Zach, like yeah, DMT Infinity. I've had but one experience that was peaceful in Salvia, which I had gone past that gravity and entered a conveyor belt. Geek Links. Looking back at my DXM and weed trip, I was also using Xanax during the trip, and there were parts of the trip where I woke up and my skin was cold, but also at times I was talking to entities and in other realms, so I think I might have had a near-death experience during all that. I also had an NDE when I had a seizure when I tried to suicide with 20 milligrams Xanax and a bottle of whiskey. Glad to be here in one piece, dog. Always thankful to just be breathing. Bro, I'm glad you're here too, bro, after hearing that. Because that's crazy. But I'm definitely glad you're still here, man. Because I've been there too. It's so sad is they say suicide rates is 70% of suicide rates are men. Like 70% is men. And I don't know why the fuck that is, but like why are like men just having a hard time being happier? No idea. But like maybe because we overthink shit in a linear way more. But like Yeah, because I've been there, but got through it. You got through it because it's possible. You know, we're a lot stronger than we think, but when we go through pain, we forget how strong we actually are. We generally forget how powerful we really are. It's not a lie. You are the most powerful being in the universe. That's not a lie. That's the truth. We just forgot. Dirty Dan. I've done it. It's amazing. Here in Cali, majority of our edibles are oil-based distillate. Oh, that's dope. It's called THCA. Yeah. That means that they use just pure white crystalline THC and make it an edible, which would make it which will make you have the best tasting edible because it has no taste really. Because the terpenes taste great when smoked. All that shit tastes great when smoked. Like when I hit this, the taste on my tongue, it tastes fucking great. But mixing that with some food, it never really, especially weed. Like this tastes a little better with food, but mixing regular weed like into butter and like that shit tastes like ass. And then mixing the cake into it, it gets you high. But the purer you get it, the more better it's gonna taste, and less likely you're even gonna know that it's in there. Geek Links, I think you touched on it in your videos, but basically I think it is male pride and what being a man is. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit. Official Zach System says, I love distilled weed. The crystalline THC. I got to try it for the first time a few days ago. Smooth. That's dope. I got to try pure crystalline CBD in 2017, and that was nice and smooth. And it gave me this like stimulation of the mind. I felt so stimulated, but so calm, but so alert. So there. Fucking right. Yo, you know what the craziest thing is? Yo, I can tell you guys this, right? So, craziest shit, right? Craziest shit ever is I got a second job now, right? You know what my second job is, and I start it tomorrow. You know what my second job is? Trimming pounds of CBD flower, CBD cannabis. That's my job. I'm literally, dude is going to be dropping off 2 to 4 pounds of CBD flower on my fucking table. And I'm going to be sitting here at this goddamn table trimming this CBD flower for, some extra money. And also, like, because I'm starting my CBD business, I'm working out with my partner. He mentioned this dude, but I knew that I already knew this dude. This dude has his license to grow. He has a license to grow CBD in upstate New York, and so like I knew him, met him a while ago. So I'm helping him trim it, and I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow about the CBD business. So then, because the dude has the money for the CBD business, so because the dude has the money, it's like, my partner, basically. My partner has the money for the CBD flower now. I have my business license. I was saving up for other shit, but if the CBD thing flows first, then I might as well just fucking take the money and invest in the CBD instead of investing in the other shit because it would make more sense. Because the CBD flower just happened to just grow right on my lap. He posted a status saying, anyone looking for extra money or whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just went through a breakup. Why the fuck not? I got nothing else to do now. So like, And then I was just sitting there thinking, okay. And then I didn't expect it to be that though at all. And I'm like, fuck yes, my type of job. I'll sit there and trim bud. And it's like, it's crazy how CBD weed is nowadays. Like, because the shit looks and smells beautiful, but it's not real weed. You know what I mean? Like, it is, but it isn't. It also fucked up the market, you know, because there's many times around here where I've been sold CBD weed and I bought real weed and it was not real weed. And it, I feel like CBD kind of fucked the market up in that aspect, where like the streets are being flooded with whatever. I've seen drug dealers mix. They'll like, if somebody buys an eighth, they'll put 2 grams of regular weed in it and 1.5 grams of CBD weed in it that has a similar color, and they'll shake the bag up type shit. And I'm sitting there like, damn, bro, damn. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta find a way to make your own money. You gotta find a way to whatever. But I've seen multiple drug dealers do that because I know a lot of people, right? Like I know a lot of people. But like in a sense, I'm really secluded though. It's a weird thing. The only reason I know a lot of people is because I smoke weed. So obviously, if my one dude's out, I gotta go through someone else. And you know how that is. Everyone knows how that is. But like, y'all don't know how that is. If you're in a legal state, you can just go to the fucking store. But you've probably been smoking longer though. Most people have been smoking longer than it's been legal. So it's like, everyone remembers when it was illegal and they had to, you know. So I'd be forgetting about DMT World. So do any of you guys know about DMT World? It's a social media site. I guess you can say it's like a DMT Facebook, for lack of a better word, but like a psychedelic Facebook in a nutshell. Um, I generally forgot that I had it until the other day when I read somebody's comment and they said, "Do you still use whatever?" And I was like, "Oh shit! I totally forgot about that shit." Signing into it now. Oh shit! I don't know the fucking password. I'll do that later. I gotta reset my password. Oh shit. Good life could be. Dude, I'm like fucking high. Like so high. Eh? Like, bro, I'm so high, I feel like rapping type shit. Like when I get really high, like in real life setting, when I get really high, I like to like you know. Oh shit. Okay. So, hmm. Hold on, guys. I want to play this other song. I love this beat, bro. It was like I said in the trip report, on the trip where I had the other day. This is the favorite beat, my most favorite beat that I've made. This is like my masterpiece, but like. Okay. Dirty Dan says, I didn't read any of the chat because I have to read it on my phone. But Dirty Dan says, wait, did I hear correctly? Pounds? Dirty Dan says, yo, be careful, bro. A buddy of mine has serious issues from trimming. A pound is major amounts of stress on your hands. And it's not just a pound. I mean, I don't know how much fucking weed this dude has or how much CBD flower this dude has, but like this motherfucker must have fucking kilos or tons. I have no clue, but like this dude must have a shit ton because yeah, if he needs, like, he was posting this shit on Facebook, he needed help, and he was like, how many pounds do you need? Like, like what? Like, how many pounds do you think you can do? And I'm like, you got this, bro. Oh. Fuck yeah. But honestly, the CBD thing, it's extra money for me because I'm going to own a CBD business, but I'm also want to be like, this will most likely be the flower anyways that's going to be in my business type shit. That's why it's like, I'm not really worried in a sense that it's like, these are the things that will, I'm going to be selling. So I like to be, it's like, I feel good knowing that like, I'm not just the guy owning the business. I'm also like, I also trim those buds. Like, personally, with my own fucking hands type shit. You know, like I don't mind doing hard work as long as it's hard work for me and mine, not fucking for a job or a company or a, like if somebody's working at McDonald's, like you're working for their goal in a sense. Unless you're working for your goals, which could be you say you're working to pay the bills or that shit. But I think that's a bad idea when it comes to working. I think the best idea when it comes to working a job is to work for a goal of some sort. Like to say, I need this amount of money. For me, it's I need this amount of money to start this business. I need this amount of money to start that business. I need that. So for me, it's more like I need to have a job so I can create things that will make money for me so I can quit my job. That's my plan. Geek Links, that's fucking awesome. Says I ordered 4 ounces of motherwort. Fuck yes. Fucking love motherwort. I swear to God, like motherwort, I don't know why. I've tried so many different plants, but why motherwort is just the one that like stands to me. I don't know. It just connects. I connect to it. Official Zach system says DMT never smoked, but I had ingested acacia with Syrian rue seeds. The sky, the ground, the trees, the clouds seem to be connected. The red from the bark over time. Ryzan says, do you eat plant-based foods or do you still incorporate meat and other stuff into your diet? So I'm honestly getting ready to transition. I don't know to what yet. I've been broke as fuck. Like so broke that I was getting food from the food pantries for a while. So like I ate whatever I could. I didn't really have a choice. So like in a sense, but now I have a lot more of a choice. now I eat. I still eat meat. But like I try to stay away from. I wish I could say I try to stay away. I was about to say something, but like, no, that's not true. I eat hamburgers still and shit like that, but I work out a lot though, so it's like I'm in a sense in the best shape of my life. But and I also make sure I get the right vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I eat a lot of plants. I do eat a lot of plants though. I still eat a lot of plants and herbs, and I'm always eating some leaves, and I'm always eating something. I'm always eating, I'm always drinking some healthy drink or eating like I. If I'm gonna eat a cookie, it's gonna be a Quest cookie because they're healthy enough for me to eat and not have to worry about. Well, damn, well, not have to work that off type shit. But so it's 1 in the morning. It's 12:18 a.m. where I'm at right now. Where DMT Infinity is at its 1:18. Hold on, no, it's 11:18. So he's gonna go live when it's 1 o'clock where I'm at. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. So it's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna move over there, and fuck yes. Dun, mm, mm, mm. Try. So, guys, what's up? DMT. Yo, Dirty Dan says, yo, market it as Mark's CB Dream, but CBD Dream, but that's fucking dope. Ryzen says, send me this beat. I'll definitely drop something. Uh, this beat is a personal beat of mine. There's a few beats that I'm just gonna have on my album, or like an EP that I'm trying to do. But I'm gonna be making more beats soon, and the more beats I make, the more that I'm gonna start putting out beats to start selling, to slowly start putting out there, and yeah. Because I think the problem with artists is we have this connection with our art, and we never want to get rid of it. But I'm just trying to learn how to get rid of my art, and learn how to not be connected to it as much, and not too because I'm too connected to my art, my artwork, besides the videos. Because in a sense, this is artwork. But like a lot of people would consider this artwork, but I would not. But a lot of people would because they say it's an art form. Speaking is an art form, and in a sense, they're right because 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I couldn't nowhere near speak as good as I can now. To the point where if somebody turns the camera on, I can basically speak, talk forever. And I don't know, I could talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. Maybe some breaks here and there. I gotta have some smoke breaks, and you know, but that took a lot of work learning how to do that. It wasn't easy. So it was more me analyzing the way I speak, the way I talk, the way I think, by watching my own videos and watching, okay, well, I say this way, or I do this, or wow, I didn't realize I did this, or wow, I didn't. And it's just you start realizing things about yourself. Geek Links, it's the oxytocin in the motherwort. It's literally love. Probably. It probably is the oxytocin in the motherwort. It probably because I don't know. It's just such a comforting thing. I have such a nice, like it's such a beautiful fucking thing. but then at high doses. Like that's why I said if it's brewed the same way I brew it and taken at the same exact dose I take it, it will knock you on your ass enough to the point where it causes your ego to have a slight fear. Because if like the normal doses of motherwort, it feels good. You have no fear at all. You're like, fuck yeah, I want to take this shit and feel good and relaxed and nice, in comfort, and you kind of feel this lovey thing. But at high doses, it's a little intense to the point where you lose control of like being like it kind of removes your control. So I remember doing a high dose every single day for 6 months straight. For 6 months straight, no, it might have been 4 months straight. But what, 4 months, I don't remember if it was 4 or 6 months, but every single night I took a really, really high dose of motherwort to the point where it knocked me on my ass. And by like month 2, I had fear every night. Like every time it would get time to it, I start to have a little fear, like, oh shit. Here we go with this again. It was one of those things. Even though it was still a beautiful, magical experience, and at those doses, you almost like kind of astral project in a sense, or kind of like you start to have these weird, I don't know, just these weird things happen at these doses. I started getting a little delusional in the mind a little bit. At one point, I thought I was dead. I thought so. I don't know. It was just these weird things happen at really, really high doses. But if you research the side effects of motherwort at really, really high doses, is I think they said delirium or delirious thoughts. And I experienced that. And I read that in a research paper article. And I've definitely experienced that. And that's why there's like this weird, trippy, deliriousness at this high, like it's just this, I don't know, that's why I like it at high doses. DMT Infinity says, I'm going to die again tonight, and I'm okay with that. Fuck yes. That's the way to go, bro. That's the way you got to look at it, right? That's just, you look at it as, you go into it that way. That's kind of like what I was just saying with even with the motherwort. Any substance that removes your control and like makes it so the substance is kind of in control and your ego's on the back burner just watching what's going on and it just going through it without having really much control over it. That's like any time you like realize, okay, well, I'm gonna die. And it's not necessarily you're gonna die, it's the thing you think you are is gonna die. And the thing we think we are is our ego. We think we are the thing that our name, our personality, our I'm this, and this is what I like, and this is what I do, and this is who. When you take a substance like a psychedelic and it removes that and it rips that from you, and then like a high enough dose of a psychedelic, and it's not like Terence McKenna would say, it's not peddling doses. These are high doses, 5 grams of psychedelic mushrooms, 60 to 70 milligrams of smoked DMT, 5 to 10 hits of LSD. Like these things are things that, these are the breakthrough doses that totally make your ego removed for a second. And that's the only reason why we have this death feeling of it, because it is the death of it's a death of the ego, but a rebirth of the ego, because it's reborn, but after it's cleansed. And that's why it's like that's why we're all okay with that, right? I'm okay with fucking I'm okay with my ego shattering. And I love it. You know what's so crazy about, like, I've learned to love it. In the beginning, it used to it scared me. It was like this fucking like damn, that was scary as shit. But now it's like I love having a nice ego shattering experience, because whether it's from real life, whether it's from a psychedelic, no matter what it's from, because no matter what it's from, you just, yeah, you learn something. You learn something about yourself. You learn something about reality. Fuck yes, DMT Infinity is doing ayahuasca tonight and live streaming, which is dope. And we're gonna be in there, guys. Fucking right. And I'm gonna do that next week. Maybe this weekend, but next week, most likely. I'm gonna try to get a better phone by then. If I could find a better phone, then it'd be better. It'd be easier. Because then I would just live stream outside. Because I want to trip outside. Because everyone's worried about this virus. I'm not really worried about the virus that much, right? Geek Link says, I'm going to meditate and go to bed. Hope all goes well. DMT Infinity. Peace out, Mark. Peace out, bro. Much love. Yo, is it true? I don't know if anyone in the chat room would know this. Is it true that you can eat Reclaim? Like, people, is it true that people put Reclaim in a capsule? Because, like, if that's the case, I'm going to save my Reclaim for my vape. Ooh. Fuck yes. I'm just getting really high. To the point where my pen just died. Pen just died. DMT Infinity says, low doses of psychedelics are amazing, and those experiences can be very beneficial. But at high doses, especially when it comes to psilocybin or ayahuasca, for example, it connects you with Mother Nature and the veils beyond reality on the most unspeakable level and opens you to parts of your mind that you could have never even imagined before. That's a perfect way to say it, and I agree completely. Because you couldn't have imagined it before. It's just impossible. It's sadly impossible to try to even imagine it before you experience it. Yeah. That's just, I guess, life. I gotta charge this pen though. So, I got myself some wild lettuce today, right? Because I was like out and about, and I was like, yo, let me see if I could even. I might have let it dry too long, sit too long. I know it still creates a sap, just not that much. Oh yeah. That sap right there, bro. See that sap? That's that wild lettuce. See, I love wild lettuce, right? Amazing herb. Can you vape it while it's charging? If not, then there's always the bong. Yeah, no, I can't vape it while it's charging. But yeah, I'm got the weed. I'm just gonna put some. I'm gonna dab this weed and a little bit of wild lettuce out. Go. Cause why the fuck not? Right? Jesus, that weed looks beautiful. I didn't realize how beautiful this weed looked until I just took it out and looked at it. Cause I always usually just put my weed in the thing and grind it. But this shit is some really sexy weed. No wonder why it's as good as it is. You just slowly collect the sap, put that bitch on the bud. This is some real, like, yeah. You can look at this in two ways. You could say, yo, that's some real hillbilly shit. Or, yo, bro, that's some real shaman shit. Or maybe three ways. Or, yo, bro, that's some real ghetto shit. Right there. Every time you get it, it gets sap out. So, like, the more sap I can get, the better. And I'm just going to sit here and smoke this shit. I have no more wild lettuce extra. I wish I see that's shitty. Fucking stores aren't selling alcohol. Like everyone's out of isopropyl alcohol. So like I might have to go like get like some Everclear or something. Because like I need to make some extract. No, I'm gonna smoke this shit. Oh shit. What the fuck happened? Oh shit, there was a motherfucking spider on that motherfucking plant. And it was a fucking black widow, and I hope she ain't have no friends. I knew I should have washed the fucking plant before. I just didn't think nothing of it because I just like didn't even. I was thinking, oh, it was kind of cold as shit today. I'm like, oh no, there'll be nothing. No, it was a fucking black widow on the fucking plant, and I just fucking killed it, bro. That shit, like, that shit freaked me out for a second, guys. Freaked me out for a second. Like, that shit. Because I ain't got time to have a black widow bite me type shit. You know what I mean? Dude's like, yep, not even gonna pick this shit up. Well, I guess what ruined his home in a sense. I mean, maybe he was living on the planet. Regardless, he's dead now. But damn, freaked me the fuck out. I tell you. Ooh, okay. Official Zach says wild lettuce is the plant with the smooth leaf, and opium lettuce is the one with the more rigid and small. No, they're both wild lettuce. They're all wild lettuce. It's all called wild lettuce. Um, they're all the Lactuca family is all wild lettuce. Um, this is Lactica cereola. Lactica virosa is the other one. There's Lactica something else, which that's the one that grows in Florida. There's a bunch of different lacticas, but they all contain the same thing. They're just like basically different strains. But since it's had time to sit there and soak a little bit and dry, I'm gonna smoke this shit now. Let me tell you, I can immediately feel the difference as I was inhaling that there wasn't just weed in that. Uh, Fuck yes. It gives such a feeling. Lettuce extract. Get a bunch of tall wild lettuce plants and you rip the leaves off of it, and then you start collecting the sap, the white sap, slowly but surely, into something, whatever. And so they start collecting it. Then it'll turn brown, just like the regular opium. And oh man, that shit feels nice. And what's interesting about it is it works on some weird receptor that I can't remember the name of it. But this receptor is the same receptor that endorphins work on. So, like, there's serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which are like SSRIs. Well, SRIs or serotonin reuptake inhibitors, like Cana, scledium titorsum. Cana is an SRI, and pharmaceutical drugs are SSRIs, which are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. But this is a reuptake inhibitor to endorphins, which endorphins are the body's natural morphine. So, in a sense, that's why it feels like an opioid, but it's not an opioid. But that's why, because it works on your natural opioid system, in a sense. It's complicated, but like your endorphin system. But lactica virosa is also possibly to contain atropine, I think it's called. Ooh, I'm definitely feeling that wild lettuce, though, let me tell you. Researching wild lettuce, I was thinking. So I was just thinking, but I was like, as I researching wild lettuce, I was I came across just only a few uneducated people that got themselves into like taking wild lettuce and freaking themselves out and ended up in the hospital and ended up with psychosis. And because eating wild lettuce like a normal food, while it's fresh like this, yeah, it does contain the drug. So like, you eat enough of it, you'll definitely have the drug in your system. But it's just, yeah, it's definitely affecting me. Let me tell you. Um, but yeah, it just had me thinking. Like, I can see why people would get anxious. Like this one dude was in the hospital freaking out. Like, of course, like they didn't even know it was a drug. They thought it was some wild. Like the term wild lettuce throws people off. It definitely throws people off when you hear the word wild lettuce because you hear the word lettuce and you're like, oh, like no, I prefer to smoke just the extract. So, or what I'll do is I will chew on this. I'll get a leaf. This is a Lactica cereola leaf, prickly lettuce, has the prickles on the back. Um, I'll fold it so the prickles are no longer, and I'll just fold it and fold it and fold it and fold it and fold it. Because I didn't wash this, I'm not gonna do it. But then I'll chew on it, and then put it right here under the lip, right there, and then boom. and I'll let it sit there, and sit there for a while, and I'll also swallow the saliva, and I get like a mild buzz. Now I've been doing that with plants for a little while now. I do that with motherwort. I do that with this because I know that these are safe to do that, and these are ways that I've gotten comfortable taking herbs around in my area. Right? It took me a couple of years. I knew where motherwort grew around in my area for a couple of years before I actually grew the balls to actually try it, to make sure that it was motherwort. Because I was like, I didn't want to be like, oh, well, maybe it's not motherwort. But so in about 15 minutes, I will be ending this live stream and moving to DMT Infinity's live stream, where DMT Infinity is going to be drinking ayahuasca and explaining his experience. Well, just I guess recording his experience in a nutshell, live streaming. Which I think is a beautiful thing we can do in this world today. I think it's slightly dangerous on YouTube nowadays with the censorship, but I think that's beautiful. That I think more people should do it. I think more people should live stream their trips. I think it'd be an amazing thing if more people live stream their trips because yeah, it's dope to see someone else's experience. Yeah. Uh, Official Zach system says I like smoking the leaves. I get a uh, mild salvia like feeling, like that cold feeling. I don't know, but it worked. Had a good experience finding fungus. I think the best way to work with wild lettuce is to just make an extract. Make a really, 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 really strong tea, or just make an alcohol extract. You Put the wild lettuce in some vodka or some isopropyl alcohol or some Everclear. Let it soak in there for 2 weeks if you want to take the long process, or you can heat it up slowly. Let it slowly heat up in there and they kind of like brew in there slowly and melt in there, and let all the extract melt in the alcohol. And then you take the alcohol and you put the alcohol in like a Pyrex pan. You put that shit in the fucking oven on low as it can go, and eventually that Pyrex pan will have nothing in it, but it'll have no alcohol in it whatsoever, but it'll have the alcohol resin of the plant on the bottom of the pan. And then boom. That's how I made wild lettuce extract and all these other extracts, and that's how I make a lot of my extracts with alcohol. Um, yeah, I've made butane wax before. I've made a bunch of different things before, but like those things are more dangerous, and like the safest chemical to work with in a sense is alcohol when it comes to extracting, um, because the one everyone's familiar with just shoving down their body, even though it is a solvent. Though it's funny. DMT Infinity says, funny how you said that as soon as I started getting my covers ready and making a little spot and getting comfy outside. Fuck yes, bro. That's dope. I think it's beautiful because, in a sense, like, you know, we can all vibe together even when we're tripping. Like, it's interesting. My bad. You guys are probably hearing the bag. I'm trying to close this bag. Did I even put fucking weed in the grinder? Where the fuck is the grinder? Lost the grinder and I ain't even really moved. Somehow the grinder ended up on the other end of the table. Because we got about 12 minutes left. I'm gonna grind up some weed, pack up some weed, and then I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna get some food. Actually, my banana's over there still. But I'm gonna probably heat up some food in the microwave, sit my happy ass down, smoke, vibe, and watch this live stream of DMT, DMT Infinity's live stream. I might get fairly fucking herbed. I got this wild lettuce. I might wash a few leaves, chew on some leaves, go from there. I got a few plant extracts. There's one plant extract I have, but it's like not like a spiritual one. And of course, like I got this LSD on these sugar cubes, but like, yeah, I can't take that right now. So. Shit. I was wondering why I was feeling the way I feel. I was like, hold on. Why do I feel like this right now? Like, because I feel so, and my body feels, this nice feeling. It's the wild lettuce extra that I put on the weed. It's like, oh shit, that's why. Had to clear that out before I could pack any more weed in. Taste it. I feel it. Like as soon as I hit it, it's like I can feel it as it's like working its way through the body. I wonder if this beat would get copyrighted. How well can you guys hold on? Let me test something. I need to test something with some headphones. Because I literally want to do a mic check. Hold on. I have 2 pairs of headphones. Okay. So I was like, I feel like rapping, so I want to rap this. I was like, yeah. I feel the pressure is on. A lot of shit can go right, but a lot of shit can go wrong. Before I become a villain, I gotta put my superhero cape on, cause the ego is so strong. Life is like a movie, and one day I bet you'll watch it. Once the movie gets started, I bet that you cannot stop it. Till death do us part, we are destined to spit these bars, destined to keep using words to make art. So with these words, I just rip out my fucking heart, give you my soul until it's free. I don't make music, I give you a part of me. You gotta be willing to die for what you believe, something like Socrates. I know that I'm nice, and that's me with a shit ton of modesty, cause honestly I'm trying to think of a smart word to say. I'm the shit, because if you don't think you're the shit, then you might as well just give it up and just quit, because the life that a dreamer lives is just way above average. Everybody around you will start to think that your mind is filled with this thing called the madness. I'm just trying to make a song, let them know that I'm more complicated than disarming a nuclear bomb. Music brings the bass, but I got the acidic. Lucy's in town, and guess who's got her digits? I just want to live. The universe has had my back since I was just a kid. Even the, like, I can go in for days, bro. But like, I don't even know how that hurt, how that sounded, because I obviously couldn't listen to it while. But like, I don't know. But like, I just needed to, like, I just wanted to rap, because rapping is what I like to do. It's what I used to do back when I was younger. And like, I got so many songs backed up to just random beats, and like that I'm probably just gonna start recording and releasing and just getting out there, because I just have so much fucking music backed up. That's just one song where I rap for like 2 minutes straight, and it's like just because I felt like rapping. This is another song where I felt like rapping, and yeah, like I've been making music since I was like 11. I was like, if the moon could speak, what do you think it would say to the sun, huh? If the earth could speak, what do you think it would say to us, huh? Life is a cosmic joke that we choose to take serious. I'm exploring and learning because my soul is curious. I need to find yourself before you wake up one day curious. I don't know. Like, I don't remember exactly what I wrote to this, but it's not finished. I have so many songs started but not finished, but that's the problem of a fucking artist, right? You always work on shit, and you think of so much different shit, and you're always thinking of shit. So it's like, I was like, finishing my life sentence. I work time. I'm a psychedelic traveler, so I got a lot of questions like, why are we here? Why do we live in fear? Why do we I don't remember the rest, but like, yeah, rip that shit. I'll do one more. I don't know. I just feel like rapping, because rapping is the shit, you know? Now, if you're on my Instagram, you've heard this. I spit this on my Instagram. I was like, fucking try, I push till I reach the sky. I push till hold up. I know my why, so I get up every day and I fucking try. I push till I reach the sky. Fuck, I don't know how. What the fuck did I say? Sitting all alone, my thoughts are beating me up. So I just pick up my phone and pick my fucking head up. This is bullshit, I'm fucking fed up, and I don't plan to ever let up. Emotions swinging back and forth just like a teeter-totter. I've been drinking all these magic potions like I'm Harry Potter. It's gonna take some magic to do what I plan to do. I've been up all night just planning my next move. There's something that I need to... How much I could lose, weighing out my options. There's so many risks, but I guess fuck it, I'ma risk it all. Cause look at me, trying to run before I crawl, but I believe I can achieve all my dreams if I let go of them all. So I take a couple steps back, realize I need to evolve. If I don't, then I might just have to watch what I love get dissolved, and it did, and that's all right. I don't know. Rapping is just something that used to be my life. That's all I knew. Like before psychedelics, that's all I did. I made videos before psychedelics, but it was all just about me in the studio rapping. I was the leader of my own rap crew. I recorded my own music. I mixed and mastered everyone's songs, and that's just who I thought I was at the time. But I still am that. And I'm getting ready to drop a bunch of shit. Like fuck yeah, bro. I try to have yeah. I thought of that show. I was like, okay, I'm drinking, because literally I was sitting there like, I'm drinking all these magic potions like I'm Harry Potter, because it's gonna take some magic to do what I plan to do. I've been up all night just planning my next move, like, because literally, like, I just literally just try to write about what I really I'm going through. It's like my therapy in a sense. But like once these songs were recorded, in a sense they'll all be dope songs, but it's like my journal in a sense, just metaphorically and songs and flows but I'm gonna take this last hit. I ended up getting so high I had to rap. That's what used to happen. And not fucking trying. I've been doing this so long, just trying to improve. I'm just trying to make it. I can't. I hate the way rap turned nowadays. Like the way rap went. I'm glad rap is gonna. DMT Infinity says, if you don't drop an album soon as fuck, I'm gonna throw a fit. Fuck yeah. You know how many people have said something similar? Like everyone's like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Drop something. I'm like, all right, well, I have like maybe 8 to 10 songs that are like basically written that I could just record. And all I need to do is just have a day where I just knock these motherfuckers out and just record these shits. And then I'm gonna drop the mixtape, then I'm gonna drop the EP. The mixtape is beats that I did not make, and the EP are beats that I did make or that my friends make. Because I know 2 beat makers personally. But this last hit, my phone might die before whatever, so my phone's about to die. What's up? I don't know if you guys can see it. 1%. Okay, 1%. So it's going to die. But oh shit, I gotta. So I get up every day and I fucking try. I push. That's right. Okay, everyone take this last hit. We're going strong. We're gonna take this hit, and all the people that wanna, join into DMT Infinity's live stream, that'll be dope. And then we're out of here. Yo, bro, that was the first time I took a bong hit without waxing it. I almost forgot what regular weed tastes like. And I mean, it still tastes great. This is some really good weed. But but thank all of you for joining me in this live stream. You're all fucking amazing. You're all fucking dope. And I'm going to be joining DMT Infinity's live stream. I'm gonna go, like I said, microwave me up some food, sit down, pack up the bong with some wax, and yeah, and join in the chat, and I'll be in the chat. So yeah, peace out, everybody.